Welcome to one of my newest obsessions, Tiny Glade. And I think it would be quite fun, ooh, that's cool, daily theme, to try and build Riverwood, because I feel like it is the perfect in-between size. That's a very cool build. I like that. I feel like it's the perfect in-between size to try and make, because anything bigger is going to be too big probably, and anything smaller might not take up all the space. But I don't actually know, because, you know, it's a little hard to determine the scale. But I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to start first by, of course, getting rid of all of the trees. Mass deforestation is always the best place to start on a new build. Alright, there goes all the trees. So I have a simple map of Riverwood on one side, and then Skyrim on the Switch. So that way I can look at it in real time. Why did that just... what was that? What was that, like, green stuff there? Things got populated there. So, I'm gonna first start with making just a square. Try and get the, I need the scale to be right, so I just want to use this as a reference point, because that line right there is about the 1 floor mark, so new buildings start around that tall. Just shrink it down just a little, just a hair. And I'm going to put a window for a consistent sized door. Alright, so that is a person-sized door. That means I need my building to be a bit shorter, I'd say. Hold on, let me check Skyrim scale. Unfortunately, I have no way of showing you my Skyrim scale, but it's there. I didn't want to risk having Skyrim open on my computer to record Skyrim while I'm playing Skyrim, because then I'd have 2 games open while recording, and I didn't want to risk exploding my computer. Oh yeah, no, that is way too tall. In Skyrim, the roofs go like right about there. They're real squat houses. I never realized. But their roofs have a very stout and flat peak. But of course we need to make it aesthetically appropriate. Unfortunately, there's no thatch roof. I wish you could have a thatch roof. That would be awesome. But that is not an option. Hopefully that gets added. But overall, that seems to be about the scale of a building. 2, 3, 4-ish doors wide is Alvar's smithy home. And let me just stop the time right there. It's about 4 doors wide. So let's get that about right. The 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a little on the long side. So his house is more about that big. That is about the size of Alvor's place. So I would say I think I picked the right size, yes. According to this map I'm looking at, it's not quite parallel with the wall. Let's check that. Yeah, no, this map seems to be pretty accurate in those regards. So if that is the case, then I think I have picked the perfect place. Oh yeah, no, Riverwood was, I think, the correct choice. I need to make room for the river, but also save room over here. We'll save there. That will be the spot of the shop. In which case, we need a nice big old trail to start coming through here. To go just nice, clean through river. Should go about like that-ish. Right beside his place is another trail that just sort of comes around here out the back. Main road in the game is very big, though. Unfortunately, there is no way of doing stone road like is in Skyrim, but that is fine, I guess. We can live without a big fancy stone road. Alright, for now this will be good enough. It's never going to be perfect. I do want it better. Hold on. Let's get this river. This river is going to be massive. One of the main parts of Riverwood, hence the name Riverwood. Funny how that works. Alright, just gonna kind of slap it in here. A little roughly. Behind his house is where the the water wheel is, which is right around there. It has its own little lump, lovely lady lump. And then, like, kind of the island kind of wraps like that. And as long as I made sort of enough room for the island, I think it is a win. We'll just do that and call it a day. I think that's about as good as it's gonna get. There we go, there's the river of Riverwood. And everything around here is just mountain. But I'm gonna wait. Because now... Ooh, okay, so this is about the size of Riverwood. A lot smaller when you put in this little diorama thing. So this is a really cool game on Steam. It's not too expensive, and it's all about making dioramas. And the thing I like the most about it is it's almost like a puzzle game. In order to get the shape and look of things that you want, you gotta figure out how you're gonna want to do it. And you gotta play... No, there's no different door types, which is fine. Yeah, oh well, that's fine. That doesn't bother me. But it's in order to get the shape and everything that you want, you gotta kind of play around with it like a puzzle sometimes, and I love it for that fact. Alright, let's jump into real Skyrim to try and get a lay of the height. That way, we can kind of block this out a little height-wise. Alright, it seems that the back end here, and it wraps around here and gets bigger. This part seems to all be just about one height. And let's raise us some land. It's going to be pretty aggressive at first, but we can sort that out later. Unfortunately, I just realized I actually don't fully know where the height starts. I didn't actually check like where it is in relation, how it is in relation to the gatehouse. Okay, it'll be fine how it is. So currently that one spot has reached the max height. So much of an area that is painted at a height. So it's gonna never be perfect, and that's just something you're gonna have to deal with if you play this game. Something I struggled with a little bit at the beginning because of my little perfectionist inside of me. Yes, we're gonna increase the height a bit dramatically, but we're also then gonna proceed to flatten it out, quite hilly style. That seam is really bothering me because I can't quite work it out because it's so thin right there. That really, really bothers me. Hold on, let me just... If I add another seam on top of the seam, and then add yet another seam on the seam, surely there's no way stacking seams will ever go wrong, right? Yeah, it's good enough. Close enough for who it's for, alright? Never gonna be perfect. Alright, and then I will double check the height of the island, see if how bad it is. Or if it stays pretty flat. Faendal! Fucking move! I mean, yeah, it stays mostly flat, but it's not completely flat. Like this, I don't know. Let's increase the height of this little area right here, because it does get tall right there. Yeah, it gets tall right around there. And it's a little on the tall side back here. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I'd say. Alright, cool beans. Alvor's place is a bit more waterfronty. Like, it's pretty damn waterfront. I'm gonna go through and kind of make it a bit more aggressive. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. There we go. A bit more aggressively waterfronty. What did I just do? That was weird. Okay, that made a weird noise. Alright. Cool. I think we have most of the landscaping done. Pretty well. Let's go into first person view, make sure everything is still decent. Size-wise. Obviously his house is gonna be pretty darn close. Except for it needs to be raised up some. We'll get to that. Is the road about the right width, though? Okay, let's catch these vibes. Maybe a little wide, but it's pretty damn good, I'd say. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, honestly. Alright, like I said, his house does actually technically need to be elevated off of the ground, which we, of course, can do, because this game is awesome. Which makes it look really squat now. There we go. Now let's get an approximation layout of buildings before we do all these fine details. His place has a little side area, so we'll just plonk that there. Make it. There we go. That should be a good. That should hold the spot. I don't actually know how to do what I want to do there, but I'm gonna figure it out later. Hey, what do you want? What is that? Is that a ghost? A ghost. Okay, across from his house is a small building. It's okay, sheep. You didn't die. You'll be fine. Probably. You probably won't die. I wouldn't imagine you would die. And if you would, it wouldn't be that bad. You're just a sheep. Kind of at an angle from that building. Right here is another. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sheep. Kind of move it in there. There we go. This building. I have to keep all the buildings slightly away from the road because there's boardwalks around them. Bit on the tall side. Okay. I love the sounds right here. Listen. One of my favorite parts of the game right there. I do believe this is so this should be Sven's house, and I'm guessing this is the Riverwood Trader. Which means it's a two-story building, so it should be like that, I do believe. Thereabouts. Across here, on the other side, is the tavern. Is the really big building. So big, in fact, I think it's gonna have to be two buildings. It's a pretty sizable porch. And as stated, it's gonna have to be two buildings, which is how the diorama aspect of this functions. Never perfect, but it works. It's a little strange. You gotta, the puzzle aspect, sorry. It's kind of how the puzzle aspect of it works, in the sense that, it's not perfect. You have to, like, make things work like this, but it looks pretty darn good. You see, like, it is made to look like one thing, and there we go. They meld together. Kind of like how over here, if we take a look down here, it deletes parts that are unnecessary if it's all one building, but it adds support. So it's really good. And let's just undo that. There we go. Alright, there is the start of our tavern. Back here, since we don't have different types of paths, we'll just do a small path. Indicate. Whee! Doll's house is over there. I don't know the connections for everything here off the top of my head. That's fine. We'll give Doll a nice little house. Right over here. Plonk. A little kind of in the ground, but I can fix that in post. We'll figure it out. I feel like that's a bit big. Yeah, it's a bit on the big side. Sorry, Doll, you're not that important. Oh, you see how the path interacts with there and it makes a door? That's another cool feature about this. But we don't want that. We don't want to mess with that. I'm trying to make this, I don't know why I'm saying we. I am trying to make it as to scale as possible. But from the corner of Doll's house, it would make a corner like that. I want it to be this angle. Anything else? Okay, that is it for the buildings over here. So, issues that are going to come from this build are rocks and the water mill. Because I genuinely have no clue how I am to do the water mill. Alright, so now, actually, let's undo that. Because it was near what we were looking for. We're looking for a long and skinny boy. How far from Alvor's house is this bridge gonna be? So, another thing about this is, to make things like bridges, you gotta use buildings. You use buildings to make bridges. This building this bridge starts straight and then kind of has like 3 different angles in it. Make it a bit more how it needs to be. Let's get it raised so it's a bridge. Let's make it wooden. Never gonna be like fully wooden because that's not a material. I hope they add that. That'd be great. So this is the best we can do for a bridge. Hey, look, there's the weird spot again. I don't know what that is about. It's a very strange occurrence. So it starts off straight, kind of cocks outward. Make it also out of quote-unquote wood. See how it automatically like deletes that area? To make a bridge. The game knows. It knows. What makes this game so cool. You have to guesstimate everything, but it's not a stupid. They're not stupid. They know what you're doing. Like, they know that this is how it's done, and it's genuinely how it's meant to be done. It is like witchcraft to me. Because I made this area way too freaking tall, it doesn't cooperate. So we're just gonna undo that. RIP. Yep. And then in order to make it a bridge, what you do is you just do a path, and it just makes stairs like black magic. It is insane. Now, how wide is this? Horrifically too wide. I mean, guess technically making it all the way accessible isn't inaccurate from a low wooden bridge that it's supposed to be. Here we go, and let's test this out. I feel like it's a bit too far away, but the size and stuff I'm pretty happy with. Maybe it's too far away. It's hard to say. Let's get the Skyrim up. Oh, my Switch went to sleep. I spent too long. I got distracted. Come on, turn on. Okay, so let's get a bit of fine tuning in here. Very off. How did I get so far off? Oh, I'm not far off from the map, but I am far off from in-game. I need to move these buildings inwards. Because the entrance here, yep, that's about lined up. Which means this, that lines up to that, is way too far over. That's why everything's too far over, is because my starting point was not exactly the best. And now with that a bit more in line, it's gonna be an unofficial path right there. Yep, that's a lot closer together, a lot more accurate. If the paths are if it's a little tight, I'm kind of okay with that. Not gonna lie, kind of okay with that. Okay, let's make the other bridge. How long can we make it? Pretty darn long, because we need it as long as we can. Can I go shorten my bridge? No, because then you're too... Okay, this bridge is not gonna quite cooperate as nearly as easily, of course. That's fine, that's okay. It's a bit of a challenge sometimes, you know how these things go, right? Is that too aggressive? Let's check in game. Honestly, no, because this river is actually very deep. Why does it screw that up so badly, though? Like, such a small increase. Okay, so oh god, that's so frustrating. It's fine. I just need to boink, and then I'll make it super flat. Super short. Oh, did I just do it? Oh, I did it. Which directly across from there needs to be the big one. Directly, which means building needs to move some. Building needs to be more like right there. Which means we're right back into the same issue we were before. Ta-da, I fixed it. Let's get to messing with this island. So, Adwar's house. Yeah, it's about accurate, actually, how it should be. I need to just put a bottom underneath there later. But right behind his house is the mill. Top of it needs to be about in line with his roof. needs to be about that tall. And size and scale-wise, it needs to be... it's about the same size as his house, I'd say. Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Okay, and then there is actually a bit of a side part to it. It needs to be in line with the house, so I'm gonna do that to make it in line. So it does need to be in line with the house. It takes a large part of the house, even though it's not a house. It's a house, but it's not a house. So it's gonna be lined up with this edge and in about here, I'd say. Yeah, that's about right. Line these up more. It's just a little, you just gotta meh them together like that. Like this, and they're perfect. Boom. Seamless. Just ignore the seams. Hey, weird burn spot again. I don't know if that's showing up in the recording. It fucking better. I didn't notice that the whole time I was playing the first bit. Alright, and then for the ramp, we're going to get creative. Rather creative about this one. So we need this to be the same size as the first part. Super short, but we need a bridge. So we need a ramp, in which case, and just like that, it is a ramp. We cannot go any shorter, though, so it's not going to be perfect. I don't even know if this is walkable. How close does this ramp into the bridge? Not quite that close. Well, it's a bit too close now. What is wrong? What is off with the scale here? The island or my bridge? Probably a bit of both. So in order to compensate for that, let's actually just make you shorter and change your angle to be a little less aggressive. And that is all I'll do. There we go. And that is my access ramp to get on top, which you can't actually use, but that's fine. That is the least of our concern, because I literally have no clue how to do the water wheel. At all. And then behind here, we just have a big old, just a big old building. I don't know. I've never really been back here. Hold on. It's just sort of a dock. Okay, there's just sort of a what's up dock right in there. Right there. But it does need to be connected by stairs, which I don't... Okay, fine. If you wanna do this the hard way, I'll do it the hard way. Is that good enough? Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. Like that. That should be good. That close enough? It is. There we go. Not quite how it should be done, but that's how I'm doing it. Yep. Perfect. Does that stick out enough for my liking? Let's make it stick out just a hair more. There we go. That will be the dock. And this whole back area is just empty of buildings. Dude, this looks kind of legit, though, not gonna lie. Let's make that a little more aggressive. Be 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 aggressive. Alright, anyway, sorry. This game is amazing, by the way, in case you haven't noticed. And then there's supposed to be guard walls here. I'm not worried about those. I'll do those at the end. I will, however, bring you in just a hair, just to ensure I have enough room for the guardways. Vandal, your house is a little uggo. There we go. That was the problem. It was too wide. It's also the wrong material. And let's get to the scale of the tavern next. Yes, I'm actively avoiding the trader's place, because I hate that place. Okay, so the tavern is to be in scale, or in level with, believe it or not, this part. Let's smash that down, because you, my friend, are not how you're supposed to be. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. It needs to... The tavern in this side needs to be raised up. Probably, actually. Hold on. I don't think I painted enough underneath. Hold on. Let's get an idea. Okay, so a lot, like almost all of the back and a large amount of this right-hand side need to be raised up. So I think, ironically enough, just that is what I need. Yeah, you see how that back end is? Oh yeah, now it's coming together. Maybe I just wasn't aggressive enough. I'm a little too aggressive over here, though, that's for sure. How do I, like, undo this? If I paint on this area, can I then lower this area? And kind of unfuck what I did? No, I cannot. Actually, I kind of can. Oh, well, that kind of actually worked. A bit aggressive, you know, but whatever. Besides the point. The point is, and now this part is raised. And that's probably actually not raised enough, but that's because I forgot to squat this building, I think. So let's squat her down. There we go. Now we can... He is, but isn't supposed to be on the ground. It's very, very convoluted, I know. Okay, so then, okay, well, let's get into this problem. So what we need is a building, right? We need this building to be lined up with this perfectly underneath. This bad boy is, he do be floating. He do be floating. So, he's floating without floating, because he has a stone bottom, and then a large porch. You got to deal with those posts, because that's how it looks. Make him nice and stout. Here's my handle, here's my go fuck yourself spout. Beautiful. So by putting him against there, it automatically snapped the second building to this. It snapped this building to this building, and so they're in the exact same direction, so that way I don't have to try and, like, sneak them into the same angle, so I don't have to try and play with the rotation any. Alright, cool. Now that is perfect. Oh, heck yeah. He just barely doesn't want to cooperate, but I'm leaving it. That's good enough for me. There we go. Now that looks correct. Alright, back to the tavern. Sorry. Got distracted. Me distracted? Never. So either the road curves towards the tavern, or the tavern's at a more crooked angle than I have her. But I'm just gonna do this. And call her a day. There we go. I know Delphine won't mind. She's kind of a bitch, but, like, she's not all bad, you know? Sometimes she's nice. Okay, so building number 3 of the tavern. I'm not joking. This thing is gonna be a pain in the ass. There we go. Perfect. Quick and easy. Now, the roof. How does this roof go? Oh, frick. This roof is complicated. Okay, actually, this was way too... So, this roof is like a double-decker roof. Huh. So let's try and copy this, because this is going to be not easy. If I'd known how much of a dick a roof was, I would have done the other one first. Honestly. So since I'm on this Switch, I don't exactly have free cam. That's going to make copying these things a little bit more of a douche canoe. But it seems as though, basically, it's super short and rather aggressive, but it's fat. So it's not aggressive in the sense of it's very fat and short, like this. Like that. That's kind of how I would want to describe it. Now I have an unsightly seam right here. That's fine. It's not gonna be there for long. Alright. Because now I need to build 2 more. That's right, 2 more buildings. Yeah, it's actually a bit more. It's a bit more like that, actually. It's a very aggressive pitch. And actually, this one is a little in the inward style. So I'll make it inwards, then make it wider. Yeah, I think that's more accurate to how it's shaped. Now, just sort of make it a little small. I have to do that all over again. I don't actually know how to, like, if you can, like, copy and paste things. I wish you could. I don't actually know if you can, so... To my knowledge, I just have to, you know, manually redo every time. Because if I can copy it exactly, theoretically, there would be no, like, overlap anywhere, right? Like that. Ha 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 ha! Or is the overlap just right there? No, it's too... This one's too aggressive. There we go. Is that good? That's pretty damn good, not gonna lie. Beautiful. I wish you could also go out, like, make them... Because you can see how you can go in? I wish you could go out the opposite direction. I never realized just how good Delphine had it, though. And she's still a dick. She has this super nice tavern, and yet she's still a major dickhead. Alright, that is part of the part done. Now we gotta get the back. Oh, lordy. This is tiring a little, actually. Whoa. So actually, now they're off really badly again, so we just gotta shrink that down. Ignore the sound of eggs spawning and despawning and then spawning and then despawning. Now I gotta do the bottom! Believe it or not, this game is very fun. Even if I'm suffering the whole time, I'm having a great time doing so. Still gonna get... There we go. Alright. Still not done yet. Okay, now we gotta do the front porch, which is about half as wide as this stick out. So this is gonna be a major thing. We get to see how much we screwed up. Because depending on how much we mess this up, our scale might be completely incorrect now. Because this part is very specific on its size. And, well, if this is about half of that, it's gonna go there. So now we get to place a door for a test on scale. And, actually not god-awful. I have probably seen and... Ooh, that's not what I want. Undo. There is a literal undo button. Do that to make it level with the door. That is definitely on the small side. So, what I will do to remedy this is I will just shrink this house a little. Which will in turn mean I need to shrink this part. That's fine, which means in turn I'll need to shrink this part. Ignore the hay bale, I'll get rid of it in a second. Which in turn means I need to shrink this part. But, which in turn means I need to shrink this part. Which in turn means I need to shrink this part. Which, shrinking these parts means this is now too aggressive. There's barely any, like, inwards to it. It's more just, it's not a perfect triangle because it's thatched, so it has, like, a saggy look to it. More than anything. Like, it would probably be represented best by just a straight triangle. To be honest, that would probably do good enough. But I think getting the sagginess of thatch is more important. And then we gotta clean up this intersection right here. And now to get rid of this hay bale, we just gotta regen from the door. There we go. That is much, much better. Don't worry, we still have more building to do. See, we now also have to do this part. Because they have like a little entrance thingamabobber. And these poles, I don't actually know if I can get rid of these poles. But it's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be like that. Does that mean I just have to do, like, a bunch of these? In a line? Those boards, right? Because I don't want those beams cutting through, so I just need to make it theoretically. Does that, how does that work? So no, it doesn't. I can't even cheat the system to get rid of those boards. I have found the first, like, this is actually the first time I have been unable to do, like, find a fix. I don't actually know if there's a fix for that. Because everything is, this is good. Just not that right there. I don't know how to get rid of that. Yeah, how accurate is it? Okay, maybe I just need to raise it up more before I... No? How high do I have to go? Okay, I have to go all the way up to there before it gets rid of those poles. And then I can do that. It is very far from perfect. I do not like that solution. That is the only workaround I can find. And it is not a workaround I'm a huge fan of. But, like, technically it gets the job done, so, like, I can't... It's not the worst thing ever. By no... Oh, God, gee. Okay, whoa, calm, chill. Sorry. As I was saying, it's not the worst workaround I've seen, though. Like, it's... Does it either be a bit out or a bit in? I think that looks better a little out. I think the top looks better a little in. Okay. It's a large part of that done. Except for the fact that I think I have it sticking out too far. Oh yeah, I have it sticking out way too far. Now I need to build stairs! Time for more crappy wannabe stairs. That was a pain in the ass, but I got it. Ooh yeah, baby. And that's one set of stairs. I need a second one now. Oh, baby. Oh, that was so easy. Oh, that one worked so well. Okay. Oh, that is the Tavern Mockton. Okay. Let's do something easier, like Alvor's shop over here. Let's do this. This is a lot easier. So, his entire shop. Whoa, camera. Alright, so Alvor's shop over here, as you can tell, I have it raised, because technically, we just grab this, and it's technically like this. So we're gonna do that. And we're just gonna cheat for this whole part, for this part. We're just gonna do one of these. Technically, it's supposed to be wood, but you can never actually make any of this wood. So, I'm doing it like this, because this is the smart way of doing it, which is this section. So I need to squat this down and raise you up. Oh man, that's as squat as I can get her. Really? You'd imagine you could do better than that game, because that is too thick. I need that to be thinner, but I literally can't make it any thinner. And then those boards are in the way again. You know, you can't always get what you want. I'm just gonna have to accept that this is what it is. Good news, bad news. Can I actually add fence here? I don't actually know. Will this... Oh yeah, that worked. Oh, that actually worked very well. It's a little inaccurate though. Hold on, let me make a snip here. And this needs to actually be like that. Needs to block about half of it, like that. Yep. Not where it's at in this latest. I need... Let me, thank you. Yeah, that's good enough. So, they actually recently added a thing where you can change the height of this to keep it level. Look at that. It's such a cool thing. Makes wells easier. But this isn't a well. This is actually for Albor's shop. This is his smithy. There we go. Ooh, it's a little on the big side, but you know, who cares? It is fine by me. There we go. Dude, that looks so good. Oh, heck yeah, bro. And now the overhang. Yes, his house has an entire overhang. Woo. And where are my posts? There are my posts. Heck yeah, brother. Okay, well, there's a little hump there, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Dude, heck yeah, that's actually, like, perfect. Immediately. Next will be this bitch. I hate her. What's her name? I don't know. Sven's mother. Beautiful. And that changes the entirety of her house. So that's too short. So we can fix that. Center right. So about there. This is nowhere near big enough, though. That is faux show. There we go. There we go. Much more lore accurate right there. And then she, the fancy bitch she is, has one of these thingies of her house. A little bigger, and then I think I'll give it a slight roundness to the roof. There we go. She also has fences. Well, I could try and use the inbuilt fence of some things. Oh shoot, I forgot about that fact. It's a little awkward. I kind of forgot that when they connect with fences connect with paths, they kind of do that, huh? There, perfect. Up just right there, right in there. We're good. Except for right there, but let's just get rid of that for now. You don't want to cooperate, I'm not in the mood to play with you, alright? Look at you, whining about pathways. Come on, after all... Oh, no! After all the effort I went through, you just come and you screw it up, huh? Because it follows the frickin'... Huh? How the heck does that make sense? How in the... Okay. You know what? I'll take it. There we go. It's a little jank, but I'll take it. Okay, now we need more pain and suffering to do... Let's just get the Riverwood Trader out of this way. So it shares a path with this lady. That means I need to move that place back. And the edge of the top is the edge of the side, so I need to move this a little bit further there for maximum sizes. Sizing. That's the term. Sizing. I'm smart. Okay, let's slap a building, slap it on the ground, make it super short, get rid of its roof. You said get rid of its roof. There we go. Make it about yay big. And let's just give it a path. You know what we're doing at this point. We've played this game. Supposed to go all the way like that to the edge of the road where the next part begins. And I think that's actually about where the door needs to be. Pretty darn center, honestly. The two halves are different materials, so the bottom needs to be stone. But I'll keep the wood framing though, because all of the houses, stone or not, they have that wood framing on them. Okay, next building is the second layer. Make it short, make it tall, make it everything you need. Riverwood Trader is open for business. Just give it a nice white coating, because that's all we can really do. How aggressive is your pitch? Absolutely massive. That's the easy part of the Riverwood Trader. As a matter of fact, it even has a doorway right there. Okay, the next pain in the butt is gonna be it's gonna be a big one. I wish this was overkill, but it might not be far off from the final size. And it needs to be tall, but not too tall, but also can't be too short. Okay. There we are. It needs to be like way up here, so I have room down there, which means that this needs to be brought up slightly. So that way this can be brought up. Brought that back down a little. Beautiful. Lovely. And now, you need to make a staircase from the lower floor to the top floor. So the railing's glitching out. I genuinely don't think there's anything I can do. We're just going to deal with that. And cry. Alright, I think this is it, ain't it? Yeah. I think I'm there. Oh, sweet mother of God, I'm there. Okay, that was a pain in the patookus. I just finished part of it. I got one last step. Guessed it, another balcony. But not quite that small, come on. Yeah. Yeah, yeet. Yeah. There we go, gamers. Another balcony. Just like that. Can I go? Oh, I can go up and down. Oh, God, I'm so stupid. I've not... Okay, cool. Alright, gamers. That helps a lot. Ooh. Okay, there we go. Whoa. There we go. That should be good. It's not quite perfect, but I... don't... Yeah. I'm so glad I have Skyrim open right now. Okay, through this path leads to Faendal's. It's an unofficial, unmarked path. I think his house is a bit too close, though. I think I need to be back there a bit more. Oh, his house is so simple, too. Oh, I'm so happy right now, Faendal. Thank you. I'm even just going to use the stock fences, because, I have no issues with the stock fences. There we go. Perfect. That's it. Make that a little longer. Oh, that's quite in character, I'd say. That's it. That's all his house is. But he does have fences. He has a fence that goes... like that. And then from the currently non-existent guardhouse... in a mostly straight line for a while. Like that, and then it just sort of curves. That's pretty much it. Thank you, Faendal, for being so easy. And now, whatever the heck house this is, I actually don't know. I've never been here. All I know is it has a Brahmin in front, and I want to kill it, but I don't, because I'm nice. Quite the stubby little house. Wait, what? Bush. Bush. Remove your bush, please. Thank you. Alright, it's a stubby house. It's actually super short. Scale? Pretty accurate, actually. As a matter of fact, the door's supposed to be here. Now, the roof is a little funky. So, for starters, that back peak, I don't think I can do anything about it. It's just going to exist. And this one, I am going to make fat. It's more of a fat-shaped thatch than a round-shaped thatch, or edged-shaped thatch. The game isn't designed with these style of buildings in mind, so I'm not really upset or anything. This back area is, like, super mountainy. Like, just right here specifically, man, is just damn near a sheer cliff. There we go. I'll just do that, get the point across. There we go, beautiful. Every time I do something, this gets shrunk. Stop shrinking. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Okay, now, the weird part is that on two fronts, they just have, like, this weird little, like, stocky short part. Like that. Yeah. They have this weird... It's very strange. I don't know. I have no clue. But that's how it looks. I did a pretty good job, if I do say so myself, in which I do's. There's a little inside. Because it's rounded. A little rounded. Not enough to use a circle. Wow, this is looking awesome, though. Holy crap. I'm genuinely impressed. Okay, this side. This side is gonna be really easy, actually. Like, super easy. And that's it. That's like all she needs. I think, actually, you know, I think making these stone wood looks better. Yeah, that looks so much better, because like the wood has wood supports and it has wooden fences. But I think having those be stone wood look better. Shame about my ramp, but oh well, you gotta make do. The miniatures can never be perfect. You gotta remember this. These are technically supposed to be dioramas, right? What? Oh, that's weird. It's counting that as like an. It's not. Oh. That's what I was expecting it to give me those bars. Whoa. Camera. So the issues with the camera is the camera rotates on the mouse. So if I have the mouse, I don't even know if you can see the mouse on the recording. If I have the mouse over this rock and I right click to rotate on the rock, it rotates on specifically that rock. But you see, it's no longer on the rock because I hit the edge. I hit the edge of the map. And that really moves things. So now I'm grabbing onto some random spot in the world. It's very easy for the camera to get lost when you're rotating. And if you're not paying attention, like I am most of the time, where you are rotating, like what just happened just then, I wanted to rotate around the object here, but my mouse was over here, so I grabbed the land behind me and completely fiddle-fucked my map. Anyway, what I was saying was, I wanted the fencing here to like act as the guide rails for the logs, but at this height, it doesn't show. So it's only gonna be like a little wooden platform, but I'm okay with that because even though it's not very accurate, it's good enough. Like it indicates that there is a thing there, and that's good enough for me. I have no issues with that. That looks much better than if it was blank and flat. And this is not nearly that aggressive. And yet again, flat. Pretty, ah! No crazy curves or anything, I'm gonna make this one kind of a little on the fatter side of, shapes, I think. Because the arch in it makes it more round vibes, so I think that'll look good. But yeah, overall, there's nothing too, like, super crazy shape-wise. Dude, this place is looking sick! Alright, so we finally have most of Riverwood built, actually. It's pretty damn nice. Ah, need to build the entrances, too. Oh, almost forgot. Let's grab the most important part. If you didn't know it, but I'm a fiddle player too. If you care to take a dare, I'll make a bet with you. And you play a pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against your soul. I think I'm better than you. The boy said, my name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I take your bet you's going great, because I'm the best as ever been. Alright, perfect. Oh, dude, that actually went, like, exactly how I wanted it to. Holy shit-a-rooney. That never happens. And now we'll just do one right here for the walkway. There we go. This end's kind of... Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I missed one major crucial detail and everything is wrong. I kind of fucked that up, huh? Didn't I? Yeah, the gate is not at all where it needs to be. Because the gate is actually supposed to be like right up against the walkway. And this entrance side is actually only, let's say, yay wide. Which means the entrance to Riverwood is actually supposed to be, well, right here. Which means that, technically, all of these need to be moved and rotated to be in line with this line. Go punk. But those are inaccuracies that I choose to acknowledge. Yeah, it's not perfect. But if you expected perfection, you came to the wrong channel. as well as the fact that this is a diorama, which is just simply a mock-up. It's never going to be perfect. So now, downside is, you know, these stairs that took 12 years and 3 days, I need those there. These, I have to redo this right here from a higher point. I'm gonna Google if you can copy and paste. No, you cannot. So yeah, devs, please, let me be able to like select this abomination and then copy and paste it. That'd be great. Okay, that's 1 out of 3 walls down. Yes, 3. Oh yes, I can do the fencing for this house, actually. From here straight towards there, and then curve. But not... What the fuck is this shit, man? What is this? What is this? Is it like Halloween, maybe? Wow, and this privacy fence actually stretches all the way around. And connects to the house. So I actually need to connect it to the house. It goes to there, like that. I wonder, did they add it to fences? They did not add the ability to make walls even on a fence. Interesting. And one more. This one gets to be nice and tiny. It's intersecting there. That's why it's uncooperating. Perfect. Work around your limitations, gamers. I'm not even gonna bother with the staircase, to be honest. I'm pretty over the staircase part. Alright, where is this located? Against the tavern! It is not in line with the tavern, it is more like that, right there, yep. Plonk. Alright, and yet again, I'm not gonna bother with making this one accessible. Fuck them stairs. And just because I'm legally obligated, I'll at least do that. I'll at least do this, you know? Don't know how I did it, but I did it. Perfect. Oh, there's the bridge. That's all you're getting for that bridge. Holy shit, this is gorgeous, and it's not even finished yet. It's almost finished, though. Don't get me wrong. But what is the brownest color available? That is red. That is yellow. That is pink. That is also red. That is black, blue, green, whitish. So that is... Okay, so I'm SOL. I can't actually get the colors to match, can I? Not really, no. I can get slightly more yellow roofs, and that's all I can do. To get more yellow, slightly yellower roofs. I got some dark trees. I think second darkest. Just down one, not a lot, but that's a more accurate color. I know, I care about the weirdest thing. Let me make it daytime in Skyrim so I can see what color the walls are supposed to be. They're the roof of the walls. I don't know. They are just dark. And they're actually tile. So these are no thatch option, please add, gamers. Now that I'm happy with all of my buildings, the shapes of all my buildings, now I'm doing the details. It's currently a little on the one note side, but that's all there is. It is a PS3 game, so it's kind of a little one note overall. But it's not the default colors, and it's the accurate, it's the most accurate colors, so I'm not going to complain that it's a little one note, because it's the correct note. Whoa, no, you are piss. Yes, piss boys. Oh, I can. Oh, that's so cool that I can change the door color. Can I change the fence color? Can. Since they're kind of like light. I don't know. I think in my opinion, the fences in Skyrim are like a light color. I feel. Like, to me, they feel more light. And I know that the wood in Skyrim isn't quite like a spruce or anything, but yet again, I'm going more for the right vibe. Since it's a diorama, it's more of a caricature, it's more of just, you know, the vibes for this kind of a diorama, I guess. You can make very realistic and accurate dioramas, but that's not what I'm going for. But yeah, so in the game, the game is a bit, you know, dark and gritty. It's not like super dark or super gritty, but like it aims to be realistic, and since it's PS3 era realism, it just makes everything sort of just brown and gray and dark. And I'm trying to get that to come across in the wood. So even though they don't use dark woods, it's very detailed, and due to the more detail, it gives it a darker appearance, in a way, if you ask me. And who cares, because I'm the one doing it, right? So, fuck you. Oh, man, speaking of fences, that fence got fucked up. I don't know when that happened, but, you know, whatever. I fixed it. That's why I'm giving that a dark, because it's supposed to be oak. Or not oak, but it's supposed to be wooden stairs, so I'm making it dark to match the darkness of the wood. So there's a bit of an unofficial path here. The fences then just go straight like that. And then from there, they just do a nice little... I think that's it for fences there. Seeing as there's technically supposed to be things here, I'm gonna, like, put a fence here to, like, kind of represent the logs that are supposed to be present that aren't. Here, there's a nice little bit of fencing, like that. This one's like a little S. It actually means my shape here is actually very accurate. This one's kind of like that. It's not, like, super long. And then, yet again, to fill in space, we're just gonna put a square here for the logs that should be there. Oh, that's a cool little animation. Just ran into a cart and took a bunch of damage. That is all of the fences. Make those super tall, since they're representative. Can keep them dark as well, since they're not the same as these fences. Especially since they're supposed to represent logs. Let's make them nice and dark. Like everything else. Did I make you dark? I did not make you dark. I noticed. I'm good. I'm smart. Oh, these two are actually supposed to be connected. There we go. Beautiful. Now they're connected. Not the best representation of that, but, you know, go fuck yourself. Yup. Divine smile on you, friend. Thank you. Oh yes, tweez! Tweez! Cannot forget the tweez. Alright, tweez. Very important tweez. There's a tweed there. A tweed there. A tweed there. I'm looking at the big map for this one. I'm just gonna assume that the big map is accurate for the trees. And, not question anything further. Or here's where that little log is. So actually, I will build that. I don't think it's the best representation of the tree trunk. But, like, I don't know. What do you want me to do? What do you want from me? I can only do so much. Yeah, that's a bit more accurate. Like I said, the roads in Skyrim are very thick. We can still kind of class these up a little. There we go. Now there are a bit more paths, you know. So right here, you got some walls there. You got a decent sized wall there. Some ferns and stuff, and then another little wall there. Versus the ferns, I'll just put a tree. And don't worry, I'm a perfectionist. There we go. These walls must slope. Alright, so weird things with Skyrim's architecture. Windows. They don't have these kinds of windows, just at all. They have little tiny windows right along this part right here. But it looks stupid, so I'm gonna put a little bit of windows for representation. Because it looks kind of stupid without any windows of any kind. Yeah, no, all the windows are just on the sides of the peaks, and that's it. That's the only windows I get. Yes, Weird Smooth House does have windows. Specifically on the 2 peaks by the smooth stuff. Alright, to be representative of the signposts, I'm gonna put a lamp there. If I place it first, can I then glitch it where it needs to go? Is that good enough? Yeah, that's good enough. It's technically actually needs to be not center with the... Come on, let me fucking... camera! There we go. Needs to not be center with the house. Actually needs to be... a little... to the side. There. There we go. That will represent his sign. Alvor's sign is over here. There's his sign. Alright, the only thing left is the water wheel that I don't know how to do. That's literally the last thing to do. Is this water wheel that I don't actually know how I'm to do. The water wheel goes up there. That's my water wheel. You like my water wheel, guys? You know, it looks terrible, but it works. Like, it gets the job done, and that's what matters, alright? It's better than nothing. From a distance, if you really squint, you see what I'm getting at, alright, dog? Oh, shoot, and I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is the random immovable cart right there. It's a completely immovable cart. It's a pain in the ass. I hate it. Everyone hates it. I don't want it to exist. Why does it exist, Bethesda? Yes. There we go. The immovable wheelbarrow of pain and suffering. Right there. Beautiful. Lovely. I think it needs to... okay. I can't change the color of it. Oh, well, who cares? That's good. I'm done! Holy crap, I'm done. This was a pain in the butt, but it was very fun. How long have I been recording now? I'm scared. 3 hours. Okay, 3 hours for this. This actually wasn't bad for 3 hours. I'm not upset. Time for the fun part. Time for the walkthrough. Let's get a nice Skyrim FOV of way too close. Let's fix our focus real quick. There we go. So we have the Riverwood. Yo, this is awesome. Okay, you can definitely tell that that needs to be moved closer once you're in first person. I can definitely tell that that spacing is wrong. But, literally, I think people can tell what the hell I've made. I think just this one entrance alone is iconic enough. I think you can get it. Holy shit, this is actually a lot better than I expected. I know I spent a long ass time on scaling, and this is why. This is why This is why I spent so long on trying to get the scale right, is for this specific moment. Oh, I don't know if I could have done better. Honestly, I'm okay with that water wheel. Even got the hill over here to the termites. Yeah, I feel like that's a little in the wrong spot. I've played too much of this game, alright. Girder stands right here on the table. There's a chopping block right over there. Yada yada. And there's a table over here. This is where you often find Faendal. Dude. This is insane. Oh, I wish I could get up there. Ugh. Hold on. I have an idea. I have an idea to fix that. That work? That work as stairs? Yes! Oh, dude, I'm so good. I'm so smart. Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Feels like home. Okay, so I think, these walls feel too big, but I swear I checked the scale. In line with the midpoint. Okay, so I did screw up the scale a little. These need to be, the top of the walls need to be in line with this midpoint of the build, of the roof line. So I did make the entrances a bit big, so that was my bad. I thought I checked the scale, but obviously I didn't check it good enough. The stairs work fine, actually. Yeah. Dude, the lighting in this game is so pretty. Faendal's house. Very Faendal. Beautiful. The flower really helps. Random ass Brahmin house. I don't know who owns this house. Pet the sheep. Good boy. Okay, these walls are a lot bigger than I thought. I thought I made them chest high, but I guess I did not. It's fine. An easy fix. That's an easy fix. I can do that. If it weren't for these stairs, I could fix this in, like, no time. Oh, maybe I should. Am I a perfectionist? Am I that bad of a perfectionist, though? I think I do. I think I do care. It won't be that hard. Okay, it's not going to be that bad. I just got to move that down. Perfect. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Good. I'm very happy with this. That's Riverwood. Ooh, that I just hit. There's something here. The heck? What the heck? Weird. Anyway, that's Riverwood. I did a lot better than I expected, not gonna lie. Not gonna toot my own horn or anything, but I did a fucking good job. Yeah. I don't even think it's possible. How could you... I'm surprised that I managed to pick the perfect settlement. This is what I thought was gonna be the right size. I didn't think I could go any bigger. I did want to try Whiterun, but I don't know how. The only thing I can think of is take Diorama to a whole new level and make even smaller vibes. But you know how hard that's gonna be? Ugh. Dude. Oh my god, it's so good. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Welcome to the thumbnail, gamers. I can just hit this button. It's gonna have a watermark, but I don't even care. Bada bing, bada boom. Whoa, that was so fucking fun, though. This is so good. It looks so good. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, like, subscribe, make a comment. Leave a comment saying if you prefer Findal or Sven and why. They both are pieces of shit, and they do the exact same thing depending on who you talk to. I prefer Faendal. Mostly because he's not a bard. I fucking hate bards. But let me know what you think. And if there's anything else you want me to make. Nothing big, because this was hard. But it was a fun time. Bye-bye.